It all started on a rainy Sunday evening. Emma, my wife of 10 years, and I were sitting in our living room. The sound of raindrops tapping against the window blended with the soft hum of the radio. Our daughter Lily was upstairs, likely lost in a book as usual. Everything seemed picture perfect. But beneath the surface, I knew something was wrong. Emma had been distant lately. Our once vibrant conversations had dwindled to mundane exchanges about groceries and chores. I chalked it up to the pressures of work and life, but a part of me couldn't ignore the growing gap between us. That evening, Emma broke the silence. "Tom," she began hesitantly, her hands nervously twisting a strand of her auburn hair. "Can we talk about something important?" I turned off the radio, giving her my full attention. "Of course. What's on your mind?" She hesitated, her eyes darting to the window before meeting mine. "I've been thinking a lot about us and our family, and I feel like we're stuck in a routine. I want us to be happier, more connected, but I think we need a change." I felt a pang of anxiety. "What kind of change?" Emma took a deep breath. "I've been reading about alternative family dynamics, and I was wondering if we could try something new. Maybe invite someone else into our family life." My heart skipped a beat. "Invite someone else? What does that mean?" She quickly clarified, sensing my unease. "Not in a way that replaces what we have. More like expanding our circle. A close friend or someone who can bring new energy into our lives. Think of it as building a stronger community for Lily and us." I was taken aback. This wasn't what I expected. "Do you have someone in mind?" Emma nodded. "You know Grace from work. She's been going through a tough time lately. She's kind, great with kids, and really needs a support system. I thought maybe she could stay with us for a while." Grace was a colleague Emma had mentioned a few times. I didn't know her well, but Emma spoke highly of her. Still, the idea felt unconventional, even risky. "Emma, are you sure about this? Bringing someone else into our home could complicate things." "I know it's unusual," she admitted, "but I think it could help us break out of this rut. Grace is wonderful, and I think she could be a positive influence." After a long conversation, I reluctantly agreed to give it a try. I trusted Emma and wanted to support her vision for a happier family. A week later, Grace moved in. She was warm, cheerful, and immediately hit it off with Lily. She brought a sense of spontaneity that had been missing in our lives. Weekend hikes, game nights, and shared meals became regular occurrences. For the first time in years, our home felt alive. But as weeks turned into months, I began to notice subtle changes in Emma. She laughed more, smiled more, and seemed genuinely happy. While I was relieved to see her in better spirits, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. One evening, I found Emma and Grace chatting in the kitchen. Their laughter filled the room, and for a moment I felt like an outsider in my own home. Were they becoming closer than I had anticipated? Was this new dynamic working for us or against us? One night after putting Lily to bed, I decided to confront Emma. "Emma, can we talk? I feel like there's something you're not telling me." Emma looked surprised but nodded. "Of course, Tom. What's wrong?" I hesitated, choosing my words carefully. "I can't help but feel that you and Grace are closer than I expected. Is there something going on?" Emma's expression softened. "Tom, I understand why you might feel that way. Grace and I have become good friends, and I value her presence. But I promise you, there's nothing more to it. My focus has always been on our family." Her reassurance eased my fears, but I knew we needed to strengthen our connection as a couple. I suggested a weekend getaway, just the two of us, to rekindle our bond. Emma readily agreed. The getaway was exactly what we needed. Away from the distractions of daily life, we reconnected, reminisced about our early years, and rediscovered the love that had brought us together. When we returned, we were a stronger team, ready to embrace the unique dynamic of our expanded family. Grace continued to live with us for a while, becoming like an aunt to Lily. But ultimately, she moved on to build her own life, leaving behind cherished memories and a stronger family bond for us. Looking back, I realized that Emma's idea, unconventional as it was, had brought us closer. It reminded me that love and family aren't about rigid rules, but about growing together, even when it means stepping outside our comfort zone. This story focuses on trust, growth, and the complexities of relationships without crossing into mature themes.